Jimmy, I heard you were still a virgin.
You do not repeat that information to anybody.
I can't say that I'm too surprised. I mean, just look at you.
I fucking hate your fucking guts.
Yay! Loser!
What the fuck? I built this thing from the ground up, you fucking whore. 15 years ago I divorced your fucking ugly ass.
Go buy more videos, Jimmy.
I ain't paying the rest of the fucking money to shove it up your fucking ass. I haven't seen the sun in a fucking week and a half. Look! It just came out! Look at that! I love it!
And we are back for another exciting episode of After Hours. Mr. G joining me in studio to my left right there. And
what's up, guys?
He brought some amazing keto cookies. Even Amanda.
They taste great.
Amanda says this is his best rendition. There's only less than 3 grams of carbs in here, 14 grams of protein. Yeah. And these are the white chocolate macadamia nuts that you actually, what'd you do? You ground up the macadamia?
So, I do it. So, John will appreciate this. So, in order to get some white chips in there, I take like 3.5 tablespoons and I grind them in the food processor, And this way it kind of like filter, like little pieces filter through everything. Because out of that batch, I get like 15 cookies.
By the way,
that's a good
for those of you guys who don't like when I eat on say,
John and I are enjoying it right now.
Yeah, Greg, I was just going to say, Greg, it looks really good.
It is good. I got to tell you, this is the best one he's made. So
it looks like his best one. Yeah.
Look, I'm the Elon Musk of cookies.
See, now here's what happened.
It's about evolution, Johnny. It evolved the cookie.
Yeah, but Greg will appreciate this because Greg and I always support the little guy.
Yeah,
Yes.
And it's the mailman I'm worried about right now because it was so uplifting for him to deliver that box to my house with those positive messages all over it.
John, tell him what was on there. What I wrote.
He keeps I just saw him the other day. I ran out. He had a package. He goes, "When's your buddy sending you another one of those packages?"
Yeah, because we say thank you, Mr. Mailman.
Never quit. Never say. Never fail.
That's a great idea. That might be an original idea.
You could do anything another man could do.
You should
never give up because God loves you.
Maybe you should make your own boxes.
Dance, sing, do the moonwalk, right?
Dude, he brought it to my door.
Hold on here, John. Hold on. Forget the cookies. Maybe he should be selling customized boxes.
No, but you know what?
With positive messages.
If each box had a personal message to the buyer, that might actually you might be onto something.
Yeah, I think he is.
That's what we've been doing. I do write stuff. I wrote to Johnny Bravo. I go, Elvis still lives. We love you.
It's like a reverse fortune cookie.
Yeah. The problem is now, John, that now he's going to get all these people ordering. He's going to have thousands of orders. He's not going to be able to send the boxes out because he'll be writing personalized messages to everyone on there.
So it's a personal touch. I mean, you got to have that.
I'm telling you, man, the mailman got out of the truck and handed it to me at the door. Because I got to tell you, I've been delivering packages for 35 years. I never got something so uplifting as this package.
You know what? I'm going to deliver to Putin and the guy in Ukraine. I should deliver to them. And maybe I can have world peace.
Georgia, you made this guy's day. I got to tell you.
That's great.
So you got to send me more.
He's definitely onto something with them. That's actually John's way of actually asking you to send him another cookies. Yeah.
Look, there's no better thing that I want to do is send all my friends
Even me,
stuff.
he sends me these things with sticker of my face all over it and shit.
You don't even want to eat them, right, Greg? You want to keep them as a museum piece. I'm sure he probably has a couple of them under that table of his.
Well, it's like everyone likes what they look like. Like you like your own smell, your farts, right? No matter how, right? Nobody else likes them but yourself.
Right. It's like your kids when they eat their boogers. They don't know anything.
Oh my God!
Oh, my brother used to wipe them on the wall.
What did your brother say? That you're either a flicker or something?
Yeah.
What is it? You're what's the term?
A flicker or a sticker.
Oh, a flicker or a sticker? Is that what it is?
He used to have dots on the wall.
Who used to put them underneath the table at the studio, John? Who did we catch doing that?
Boogers or gum?
No, boogers. We caught someone putting their boogers under the table. Who was it?
Oh,
you did?
Yes, I can't remember who it is now. Oh my God.
Oh man.
It's not one of us. It must have been
I don't know who.
Diego?
No, it wasn't Diego. No, he wouldn't have done it. I don't know if it was. I don't know who it was. I don't want to say it because then I don't want to disparage them.
Was it Billy Guns?
Nah, because he wasn't there enough. It was a regular, I think.
Billy Guns has a tattoo on his back. I remember that when he took his shirt off. It says "fuck off." I'm like, really? That's a tattoo you want to?
That's not really like something you want to have on your body, right? Permanently.
No, remember how he used to drive like 3 inches behind people?
No, this is a true story. We were late for a show, and there was a ton of traffic on the Long Island Expressway. Greg, you can appreciate that. And Billy Guns was driving us. This is when he was tagging pictures for us. For those people who might be watching it.
But he was our driver too. He would take us to the airport.
Yeah, he was good like that. He would always do. So he's driving. I'm like, Billy. I said, Billy, you got to get us to this freaking show on time. I said, because I'm going to kill you if we don't. He was driving so fast. He was driving on the side of the road. I loved it. You were having a nervous breakdown.
Oh, we were going to Boston. My 10-year-old son's in the fucking car. I'm going,
George is having a nervous breakdown.
I'm going to fucking kill you. What are you doing? Yo,
Georgie, he picks us up one morning to take us to the airport, right? It's Dave, me, Jeff the producer, and Colette. I think maybe there was like 4 people.
Yeah.
We're going to drive in his car. We all got luggage. He opens the trunk, and there's a giant boom box.
There's no room for the luggage here.
Picking up the whole trunk. It was like nowhere to put the bags.
What did we do? Took it out and put it in my garage, right?
That's the worst highway parkway on the fucking
my God.
planet.
Parking lot,
there is fucking traffic on it for no reason. They'll tell you next 2 exits, expect delays, and you're like, but for what? There's nothing, it's just unbelievable. And then that HOV shit, where I live, they don't have that. So whenever I go to Long Island, it's unbelievable.
It's the most. There's no reason in the world. This is another reason why I'm happy I don't live in New York anymore. There's no reason in the world why every time you get on a parkway or any kind of roadway to go someplace that you should have stress about, oh my God, it might take me 3 hours to drive a 20-minute ride. And that's it in New York. Any day of the week, you never know what you're going to get. And you're frantically looking on your GPS. Oh, is the Long Island Expressway better than the Northern State Parkway? And it's so stressful until you get to the freaking airport. There's no reason for that whatsoever.
And then there's the potholes.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Then if you might not make it because your car hits, right.
I saw a pothole swallow a taxi one time. They're huge. They're everywhere.
They're bad. They're everywhere in New York.
And they get worse.
The Belt Parkway.
And the funny thing is, they patch it with that fucking truck with the hose and the thing, and they patch it, and then 20 minutes later, the patch is worse than the pothole.
Oh, they patch it with that bullshit, and you get all that tar on your car.
Yeah,
dude,
it's like stupid. Like don't even do it.
I had a road. I used to always buy the road. With Mercedes or BMW, they usually have a road hazard warranty for the tires or the rims. It's like an extra couple $100 for the whole lease of the car. And I remember one time I had a car, my Mercedes, literally I changed the tire 10 times. 10 tires and 3 rims. And those rims are not cheap.
No.
I said, man, did I get my money's worth? That would have been 10, 20 grand probably. That's how bad the roads are.
Dave, that's why Jimmy the Bull's fucking so angry all the time. Because he's got to drive a truck on that shit. It's the sickest fucking shit. That road is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. For no reason there's traffic.
Do you know what? And Greg, you know what? My entire life on Long Island, since little childhood, my earliest memories are the construction trucks on the Long Island Expressway being stopped with the bulldozers going back and forth, and the crane and the payloader and all my entire life. And I go back there now, and they're still fucking working on it.
John, that's the fucking thing. Like George was just saying, the Belt Parkway and the Van Wyck, those 2 fucking things, they've been fixing that since I was a little kid, and it's still fucking.
If you get in the union. If you get in the union and you're a construction worker, your grandchildren will have work.
Well, why do you want to fix it? Because if you fix the thing, then you'll have no more work. So the guys just
it's like mowing the lawn. Once you get to the end, you got to come back and start cutting it.
Going from
what it is. Like painting the Golden Gate Bridge and shit.
Yeah,
you start one end, you get back to the city, you can start painting it back again.
Going from one side of Long Island to the other, like the airport to out east, where the Suffolk County, where Jimmy always goes to get the loads of dirt. If you can make it one direction without serious traffic, you're like, Thank God. The gods were blessing me. Jimmy goes back and forth 3 times during one day. So you know he's hitting traffic a couple of those times.
That's what I just said. That's why
you want to blow your brains out doing that.
You're gonna
That's
blow
why
an
he's
O-ring with
freaking
that
out.
fucking job.
Oh, that's crazy.
And you know what happens? You get mesmerized by the traffic, and you start falling asleep. You know, and you could drink 40 cups of coffee, and it won't do anything. You know, it's crazy.
You know what else?
John,
John, what about down like in a village and shit where there's still cobblestone streets in New York City? And it was made to like fucking when there were horse and buggies. So
not for a car.
How come those streets never break though, Greg? You notice that? Those streets never need repair.
No, they never break because cobblestones are fucking forget about it. But the thing is, you can't fit cars down there.
Yep.
They were made right. That's why they were not made with like crap. And you don't have to worry about the ice.
Put them in is why.
That's right. But they were built in the 1600s, 1700s. They didn't foresee cars and trucks. They're too fucking narrow. The road's narrow. The biggest city in the world.
No, great. They didn't have cement back then. That was the problem. It wasn't that they didn't foresee cars and trucks. I'm sure the cobblestones weren't great for horse and buggies either. Think about the banging and there's no shocks in a horse and buggy.
Not till the Italians came here did we have cement.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, once the Italians came, they brought cement.
Who did invent cement? Do we know?
The Italians.
Who invented cement, Tyler? Look it up.
Italians.
Italians.
I don't believe it. I bet it was like the Swedish or something like
No,
that.
actually, the dome at St. Peter's, the Basilica, the dome there.
Yeah.
Michelangelo built, or Leonardo, which one of the two. And the dome has got no rebar in it, and engineers can't figure out even today how he freaking did that.
Yeah, amazing. It was Michelangelo.
19th century British guy invented cement.
Joseph asked it.
He stole it from Luigi, the guy who was cleaning up his house. Luigi actually invented it.
19th century.
Yeah.
That shit's been around fucking for 2,000. I mean, there's cement in the goddamn pyramids and shit or whatever. I don't know. 19th century.
So
something's wrong with that, John.
I agree.
Have you guys seen this show on? I think it's on. What is it on HBO or
Never
Netflix?
believe anything you read online.
19th century cement's only fucking.
The Egyptians had somewhat of a cement, something like cement, but not really cement.
They had some other shit too that we don't understand.
Has anyone watched this show called Euphoria? I think it's on HBO or something like that.
Nope.
That title scares the shit out of me.
It stars this woman, Hunter Schafer. Do you know who she is? She was formerly a guy who converted. She had a sex change, and I think this is right up your alley, Greg. This is your expertise here. Pull up a picture of Hunter Schafer. And
oh God,
that's Hunter Schafer.
That's Tyler.
It's a lot like Tyler.
That's why I just said, "Oh
She looks a lot like Tyler. Yeah, you understand her.
Tyler, you've been holding out on us.
Tyler, are you a female to male? You look like one of those."
This was the most ingenious coming out I've ever seen.
Anyway, for some reason on this show, I'm going to pull up her picture in a minute. She's pretty well known. She's a model and all this stuff. It's funny how all these male to female converts can turn into males. I could turn into models so easily.
Oh, because they're promoting them. They're promoting this lunacy. That's why.
You know, you ever seen that, Greg?
What?
What
is that?
Isn't that your? That's what you like, right? Girls that look like little boys.
I wouldn't bang that with. Forget about it. No way. I wouldn't go near that roof.
That's a dude.
It looks like that looks like a dude to me.
Looks like a skinny Asian guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a girl now. She was a boy. She was born a boy.
What's the point of like this thing?
She's in the show Euphoria.
What's that? What is that thing?
She looks better there.
Looks like Obama.
The guy?
Yeah.
But what?
What's the point?
What's the point?
I'm saying she's a big name. I wanted to see if you guys knew who she was.
No. Why don't she get that big of a name? Put a regular woman there.
If Greg does not have her in his cell phone, it is not that big a name. I'm sorry.
This is my
I wouldn't go near that.
This
she
is my
look
belief.
bad in one picture though.
Look, if you believe in an after, like a spiritual existence that we have, that we're a spirit or soul inside a physical body having a human experience on this planet, I think what's happening, because it behooves me to understand that there's that many transgender people all of a sudden out of nowhere, right?
No, they're all man-made. That's why.
I think that what happens is that we're evolving in a sense that I think what's happening was there wasn't enough conflict, so they had to create more conflict because that's what we're here to experience is conflict, right? So
it was the internet. It's like vegan. There would never be any such thing as any of this shit if it wasn't for social.
It's called propaganda. Propaganda. Propaganda.
But people are doing it, George. People are doing it. Guys are turning into women, and women are turning into guys. At much higher rate than ever before.
Because they think
it's man-made. The
being
real
told it's the right thing to
a
do.
totally different animal.
Right.
I know a lot of fucking, there's real transgender is a totally different animal. All this shit today is man-made shit. Do you think that your son or your daughter, your little kids know about sexual? I mean, you really think that they're into they know more than we do because they've been fed that shit. You know what I mean? When I was a kid, I didn't know that my sister didn't have a penis.
But Greg, let me ask you this question. Hold on. But these men who converting to women are removing their penis. That's a pretty extreme. That's not a fetish.
I know some of them. I'm telling you.
They got a 65-70%
Wait a minute. Back up. There's two entirely different parallels there. Okay. There's the cross-dressing transsexual, whatever, he, she, whatever, that's still got the plumbing, right?
Yeah.
Then there's the ones that are actually transition to the other sex by virtue of having their penis removed and converting it into a JJ. All right. So, and there's a doctor in Wisconsin that does that. But I did an article on it. So it does happen. So, but they're two different things. I mean, if you're like the Bruce Jenner type, you're. But
there's a lot of people doing that now, John. That's not a fetish.
Hold on. Let me tell you something. What John just said. The Bruce Jenner type. You don't transgender when you're almost 70 years old. So you know what? I think I'm a woman. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't give that shit like, oh, I knew back when I was younger. Then why didn't you do it when you were younger?
Well, I mean, it was
bullshit.
Hold on, Greg, but Bruce Jenner's a different animal. He was the decathlete. I think he was afraid. Hold on, I think he was afraid to lose all his endorsements. I mean, he was making a lot of money.
He was afraid of being bullshit. He was afraid of being ostracized and broke. I mean, come on.
I don't believe that.
That's normal. Even if not, Greg, you couldn't fault him for thinking that.
Yeah.
So I mean,
he was the number one athlete in the world, Greg. He had more endorsements than anyone.
Gold medalist.
I think some people take cross-dressing too far. He says he knew when he was a kid. You know what I mean? I don't know.
But he's not just a cross-dresser. He converted. He took his penis off.
I know,
That's extreme.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Oh, he didn't? I thought he did.
No.
Look it up.
No, and I think he still likes likes women. So does that?
That's okay. There's that difference between sexual identification and what you prefer.
Get the hell out of here!
That's the saying. That's what they all say.
There'll be no more human race. But I'll fuck myself. Wait. One day I'll be a man. One day a woman. I'll have sex with myself and have a kid.
Believe me.
I got two dogs.
Look, Greg. One's a female. She has undergone gender reassignment surgery. So she was tired of tucking it in. It says here in this article. Put it up there. So.
Wait, who said that?
This article Tyler pulled up.
Caitlyn Jenner.
No.
Yeah, there it is.
That's Daily Mail.
So what?
Oh yeah, that's legit.
Tucking it in, tucking the damn thing in all the time.
That could be a problem. Maybe he had a big schlong.
I don't believe that. That's a fetish going too far. There's a big difference.
I want.
There's no fetish gone too far, Greg. If you get your penis removed, that's serious. That's serious.
But you're assuming that this is true. How do we know this is true?
Find it up. Look up in the article.
Wait. Jenner, who received
the $4 million.
He wrote it in his biography.
For her
yeah, what's the source?
It's in his biography, it says here.
Yeah, with a size 16
I'll put on his Instagram page.
Oh my God.
Post
Here's fucking Reuters.
Reuters we can believe.
Oh. Hi,
Listen,
my name is Bruce Jenner.
There's a big difference between...
Yes.
There's a big difference between...
Come exercise with me. I'll show you how to pole vault.
Very much.
Yeah, Caitlyn Jenner says that she has undergone genital surgery 2 years after the Olympic winning decathlon announced that she had transitioned to a woman. So yes, she's got it done.
What?
what's the point of what you?
Anyway, so the whole point of the thing was, this show Euphoria on that this woman stars, and obviously that I think that these Hollywood people are casting transgenders purposely because it's going to draw people to watch it, because that's the hot.
They're also casting people by race and shit. Every
but
commercial.
That's always been done, Greg. That's always
and
been
now
done.
Sexuality. I'm watching.
Greg, this is the new thing.
Rulers and shit.
Look at what Disney is doing. Disney is putting queer shit in all the way, as much as they can stuff it in. They even admitted it. So
because they want to appeal to everyone. Anyway, transgenderism is like a topic that people are like.
No, they're not.
Even the people who hate it, they can't stop watching it.
They're pushing it up our ass. Here's real transgender. I know girls that you would never know. I mean, here in New York, half the fucking girls are transgender. But what I'm saying is, in New York City, what I'm saying is, you can't. They're pushing this shit on you, though. They're pushing it. When you get somebody your son's age, Dave, how old's Logan?
6.
All right, he's 6. He doesn't fucking know. Just if he goes and puts your wife's high heels or something, that doesn't mean he's going to be gay. It doesn't mean little boys and little girls, they don't know. If a little girl plays with a truck, that doesn't mean shit to be a boy.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that at all.
Right.
The thing of it is this. All along throughout human history, there has been some sexual dysphoria among men and women, okay? What is different today is social media. That is what's brought this all out. The media's grabbed onto it. It's become a talk. The percentage of people afflicted like this is minuscule. It's tiny. It's infinitesimal.
Yeah,
It's just miniature. It's tiny. Okay, but you would think that it's 50% of the population the way it's being jammed down our throat.
Right.
So
it's actually rare.
Transgenderism
is rare. It exists.
Extremely rare. But what it is, it's the Hollywood elite, the fucking media, the social media. It's a thing. It's like fur coats. It's like veganism. It's a cause. It's a kind of.
Because if they really felt like that, John, they would have done it. If they really like the people before any TV, you would
I don't think that people were ostracized. I think there are people that were afraid to come out as being transgender because they would be ostracized. It wasn't acceptable, George. Now it's acceptable.
Yes, that's true. But I'm talking
1.4 million people in America. John, listen to this. 1.4 million people in America identify as transgender adults.
Okay, what's this?
1.4 million out of 330 million.
So that's like that's half a percent.
Adults. Yeah. But I don't believe even that number.
But that's just adults.
Exactly. I don't believe that number either.
Yeah. I think if you took a lot of them detransitioned because they've been wait till fucking 10, 20 years from now when all these kids your son's age are being forced to you know what? I think I'm a little girl, not a little boy. They don't really know. You got to grow into it. It's a totally different thing.
What about the ones that regret it? The ones that are like 15, 17 now, and they regret it, and they already
It's like the women bodybuilders who regret taking anabolic steroids and masculinizing themselves, too. Yep. It happens.
Hey, listen, Dave, the girl that was they had a transgender boy into a girl who was on the cover of fucking National Geographic. Her parents pushed her into all that shit. She detransitioned. Let me ask you a question. Even that kid, I Am Jazz, that little kid, right? When that little kid was 1 year old or less, she was walking with her father. Father was holding her hands up like this, and you know how you walk with the kid, right? You know when your kid's just learning how to walk, and the kid was already dressed like a girl. Who the fuck even knew what a girl was when you were that old? You know what I mean? And I'm like pro for that shit. I mean, I believe in transgender, but I don't believe that all these. I believe what John said. I believe it's rare. Okay, it's a rare thing. Okay,
the legit ones are rare.
John, I think that even a lot of gay people coming out today as gay. I think that shit's also being.
But what I'm talking about more the green-haired, pierced-faced. Freaking weirdo! That's non-binary,
vegan.
I think that's a load of crap. Yeah, those are people who are just.
Let me ask you a question.
What I'm talking about, but those are the militants. Those are the militants.
You know what, John? You hit it on the head because you're right. Those crazy people, those are the ones who are kind of fetishy about the whole thing. They'll grow out of it. But the people there are people who are legitimately,
Totally.
Yeah.
No,
Totally
I
legit.
know,
My
legit.
point, and Greg agrees. It's this much.
Yes,
It's
John hit
tiny,
it on the head. It's a
tiny.
rare thing. It's rare, real legit. I'm talking about legit,
Right.
and I believe in it, and I know them. Okay, so I know real ones that you would never fucking know. And the guys watch this like,
You know, and proof of it, Dave. Proof of this is up until social media. Did you ever run into one before?
Only at the South
And
Factory.
I haven't.
Only
Today. Have you
South
today?
Only at the South
Hey, have you
Dude,
you today run into anybody?
They dodge you, Mr. G, like a fucking.
Factory. Yeah, they run if they see you.
And
What?
Greg makes.
What are you
a
talking about? I
really,
talk to
really
everybody.
important point.
Yo,
That's my good. I wanna hear
My,
that.
my point of the whole
Wait. Before you do that, Greg makes a really, really important point. It's that if the ones that are serious, you would never know. Never know it. Not only would you never know it, they don't want you to know.
Right.
because who cares?
They're
Who
not
gives
the
a
ones
fuck?
screaming.
That's the whole
It's that-
point. The
Yeah, but
point
you
is,
don't
Give a
John's
fuck. Go
right.
be what you want to be. Who
John's
gives a
right.
fuck?
They're not the ones screaming. They're not the ones
Exactly.
screaming, tranny. It's like it's the blue haired, like John said, it's the green haired fucking freak and shit. There's a big difference. There's a big. Let me tell you something. Let me ask you a question. You want to talk about the non-binary? Fucking one day I'm a man, next day I'm a woman. No, please don't get mad at me. But what about Matt Kruk? What is that? I mean, Janae Kruk. I mean, my girlfriend follows him and everything like that. And I have friends that follow him.
Who is
And
that?
I think Matt Kruk.
Don't know who he is.
Used to, well, now
Janae
he's Janae
Marina,
Kruk.
yeah. He was a
And I don't
powerlifter
mean
bodybuilder.
I don't mean disrespect, but you can't wake up today and say, you know, I know it. If he was here, he'd probably be like, "How the fuck do you know how I feel?" But how do you wake up today?
He'd probably beat the crap out of you. Yeah.
Maybe he would. I'd kick him in the non-existing ball.
No, I rented my apartment to
I
two
don't
gay
mean that
guys.
bad, Matt. I don't mean no disrespect, but the thing is, how do you wake up one day and say, "Today I'm a female," but you know, tomorrow I might be a
You're
male.
talking about the people who one day they're a girl and one day they're a boy type of thing.
non-binary shit.
Yeah.
It's
if Instagram didn't exist, this would not be an issue.
Yeah, no, right, because no one would get
Ever.
any attention, John. That's why from it, right?
Exactly.
But
And
Dave-
that's all it is who can be more outrageous than the next one. So one's got green hair, so the next day one's got green on one side and purple on
And
the
if
other.
you don't want to be a girl, then jump off the roof of your house like Regan Grimes did.
Well,
Did you
like
see that video?
Well, like Jackass.
Look at
What do you think Jackass is?
Pull up
Pierce,
Regan's,
pierce the
video.
chin, pierce the head.
Instagram.
You know,
yeah,
whatever.
that's not.
Yeah, but Jackass is a form of
that's
that.
a come
They
look
do
at
all
me
that shit.
Right, exactly, and they do not factor into any legitimate LGBTQLMNOP equation. Just all they are is there to stir up trouble. They have no cause because 5 years from now they're going to look back and say, "What the fuck was I doing back then?"
Dave,
It's
Dave,
never
I
gonna
was
be.
in it.
Look at that. Look
Dave,
at that. I
was
played this on a couple of shows
I
already.
love this.
Are we?
one.
Are we? Into his pool?
Yeah, but he's you know, like 300 pounds. That's dangerous.
that?
Yeah.
So fucking dangerous.
We used to do that when we were drinking at 19.
hell
My
is
friend
that?
would do
Yeah.
backflips.
He's
They
a
would
professional.
do
What the hell is that?
backflips
Well-
off the fucking roof.
Big dude jumping into a pool.
Yeah, that's crazy. Anyway, the point of the whole story was I wanted to ask this question. If you've noticed recently also, on a lot of TV shows, they're now showing male penises. Have you seen this? What? This show,
no.
Euphoria, they're always showing penises. Game of Thrones, remember in the beginning of Game of Thrones? I don't know if you guys watched that show. They used to always show penises, and then they kind of did away with it because people didn't want to see it anymore. But that's like the new shock thing to do, show penis. And all the penises they always show are these long hanging penises like that are like.
Well, of course.
So I think they're CGI. They think, you know, unless they're doing like, you know, casting calls for guys with large penises. I don't know how they're going to do that, but you know, what's with
Well, no,
that?
the
What
guy
is
makes
with
it
that?
A little hard, and they tape it.
Yeah,
Right?
they might.
They probably.
What-
I mean, they may, you know.
And
If,
you know,
if somebody was going to take a picture of your cock, wouldn't you fucking? Especially if you took.
I wouldn't show it off. That's all. You know.
No, you know what they're
No,
doing?
you
They're taking a
wouldn't
lot of
think
Viagra.
Viagra.
You're taking
No, but
tons
see,
of
I
but
show-
it's not hard.
It's more,
No,
you
but
know,
it
Right,
pumps
John's right.
extra blood
out
there.
Dave.
than others. Right.
Dave, if you had to show your penis,
Right.
okay, you'd pull on it a little bit to make it look a little fucking right. You'd say, wait a minute, you know,
Like waking
hold on,
up a little bit.
Wait, they're gonna make a new machine for it.
Hang on,
You
let me
can-
gotta
a
stack
new
it a
weight
little
training
bit.
machine.
John-
A Nautilus machine.
If only Derek Anthony was here, he'd show the anaconda off, right?
Unleash the anaconda.
Yeah, but let me tell you something. You can't take ephedra because that shit gets like you come out of the swimming pool.
That's like jumping in a cold pool.
No
Yeah.
vasoconstrictors, only vasodilators. When you know,
Hey, Dave,
we got to change. So, are you done with that topic?
If you want, I can end the topic. I never got an answer from you guys as to why all of a sudden they're showing penises off all the time. But
I think Dave thinks that girl's cute on that show. You're
I
I
guess
whatever the hell it is.
to make people watch.
Hey, George should make a tranny cookie.
There you go.
Yeah, you can put the
It
nuts
looked like
on
a
your-
chocolate chip, but it turned into a butternut crunch or something like that.
You
know?
remove the nuts and you bite
Yeah,
into
you
it.
take out the nuts.
Yeah, take the nuts out.
Just leave little holes where the nuts.
Put some cherries in there to pop.
All right. Speaking of Mr. G, I got. We're done with the transsexual.
Yeah, we're done with the transsexual.
All right, okay. All right, Georgie. Now that first, I got to call attention to the fact that, with the exception of Jimmy, the core, we're the core group again here on the show, and it feels good to be back with just the core, you know. But anyway, Georgie, let me take your mind back to a little saying you coined back in the muscular development days. We were in a bus or a limo, all of it. Your brother, Dave, you, me, and
I was there when it did.
I think Greg was even there. Jimmy was not there, but there was a certain employee of the sister publication among us, and you and your brother came up with the acronym BOTS.
Actually, I was driving a truck, like an Escalade or something like that.
Yes,
and we were all
an
piled
Escalade.
in there. It was not as glamorous as a limousine.
Right. No, but it was. We were all. But remember, we were all huddled in the back seat.
You guys were, yeah.
And somebody started saying something, and it was George. George piped up, "Bots, you gotta be."
No, it was his brother. It was Robbie who said, "Oh,
bots.
beware the bots.
Beware the snitch.
Beware the snitch.
Beware of the snitch.
God, I remember
Now,
that was
where
in the
were we
limo.
going?
That wasn't in.
We were in Vegas,
that
going
was-
to the Olympia, going to the expo."
Greg wasn't.
That was
there.
it. I know exactly who he was. I know. I'm not going to say who it was, but I know exactly who it was. I'm not going to say anything because I'm still friends with them.
Are you really?
No, you're not. You don't even know who we're
No,
talking
come
about.
on.
He doesn't know
You
what we're
know
talking
you
about.
Yeah, I
didn't
do.
know. No, you
It's a
didn't know.
female. It's not a male.
Ha.
Are you not talking about?
No.
It's
no
a female.
relation.
It's a female.
No relation. No
I
family
was-
relation.
The person you're
Bobby-
talking about, I like him. I don't have a problem.
When Bobby was there, I remember Bobby going nuts on somebody else. You know what I mean? You know who I'm talking about.
I don't know who would he go out nuts on.
Bobby, the George's brother.
Yeah, who would he go?
Oh,
Who would he go nuts on?
You know who he was going against?
I don't know. He never had a problem with anyone. Who?
No, he was busting balls. The same shit. You got to watch what you say because so and so's here.
Oh, he might have said that. Yeah.
Bots. Beware of the
You know
snitch.
what I'm talking about.
There was only one bots over there. Yeah, only one.
There was the bots, and then there was a lot of gray area,
Yeah.
right, Georgie?
Yeah, I remember all and every one of our booths, a lot of the pro bodybuilders fucking hated us. Because they would stand there like this with their arms like, you know, right?
Because they didn't know who you guys were. That's why.
No, but nobody'd be at their booth, right?
No,
Then
because they were maniacs.
Right,
I
then
remember.
remember when we had the RX, when we first started the RX, the first time with the RX, we had Rock'em Sock'em robot contest, and then we set up a little table, right? We had
Yes.
right, we just hung shit on the thing. We just made like a bunch of 5-year-old kids, but we had everybody there. We had Snooki and a boyfriend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you commandeered him out of the crowd. Dude.
Yeah.
Her boyfriend is a
People
very
jealous
close friend of mine.
And I-
Emilio, he's now a cop.
And I blew
In,
up a cannon. I blew up a confetti
They had, John,
cannon.
they had this great idea that we would attract all these people to the booth so that they can buy Species Nutrition products. Except there were so many people at the booth that the people who wanted to buy the Species Nutrition products couldn't get to the booth because of all the people they had there playing Rock'em Sock'em Robots, you know, with Snooki.
And I blew up a confetti cannon, and the one guy that was standing by, he was standing by Schick Belts. Nobody there, right? So all of a sudden we're on stage. We're talking.
No, hold on. You know who it was, John? Michael Lockett. And Michael Lockett was like, a trained Golden Gloves boxer. And Mr. James blasted him with a confetti cannon, basically.
I blew it up. So here's what we did. So I blew it up in the air, right? So as we're on stage, all of a sudden someone taps me from behind the shoulder. And I look back and he's like, "Oh, yeah, you got some confetti on my table." I'm like, Oh, okay. So he goes back. So I go to my brother. I go, Bob, you know the deal. This guy doesn't like us. What do?
You aim the cannon.
Praise him.
We bring him up
We
on
praise
stage.
the guy, right? So they're doing their chic belts. So all of a sudden we go into a whole thing right there. By the way, chic belts, Michael Lockett, the biggest arms on the planet.
Except instead of chic belts, they're calling it shtick belts, like the Jewish Yiddish term. Like,
Get your belts. Get your training.
look at this
belts.
shtick they're pulling over here.
Get all your gear. That's right, Michael Lockett, man. We love you, baby.
But the best part was that he made this shit up right on the fly. You knew nothing about it.
No.
At all. And
The guy gave us
he made it all up.
$250. Each. The guy walked over, at the end of the day on Sunday and says, "Here, thank you for promoting our products."
My dentist lives around the corner from us, and she's like complaining that she can only lift 1 pound weights and she can't get in shape. I said, we got to get Mr. G over there to train her.
Yeah.
He can train her teeth.
Boy.
She can give him teeth in his mouth, and he can get her in shape.
Yeah, like Vince McMahon. When Vince, like the same thing, he's not going to recommend. Like Vince McMahon wanted to train it back 12 years ago, and he says, "Oh, he goes."
First
he
of
says,
all-
"I was going to send you," but he goes, "I thought you were too busy." I go, "Vince McMahon."
First of all, they asked me for Triple H asked me to get a trainer because remember when Steve Stone passed away again, he was training Vince McMahon, and what Vince would do is the trainer would get there like 9 in the morning, and then to train Vince, and Vince is so busy, he's in meetings, and maybe at 6 o'clock at night they would get an hour workout. You had to sit there the whole day. So I'm thinking he's not going to want to sit there the whole day. Not to mention he would probably drive everyone crazy at the WWE headquarters sitting there all day
No,
long.
I'm smarter than the average bear, bro. I'm still here, aren't I?
I don't know.
Yeah, but
I don't
what?
think you would have lasted. I don't think you would have
Yes, I
lasted.
would have.
Not for
I
nothing.
had clients like that used to pay me to come to their house for the weekend.
Yeah.
And
I
I
was
used to
just
have
gonna
to wait
say that. I
3
was
hours.
just
They were
gonna say
drunk
that.
and doing drugs the night before. It was a big CEO of a brokerage firm, right? They gave me the keys to the house, and I built a $165,000 gym in their house.
Doesn't George have an incredible knack for attracting these people that just
Yes, he does.
Yes.
sucks them in, and then he's like changes their life and their
Because
world.
he infuses them with energy. That's why.
Right,
it's
and he gets
enthusiasm,
their
John.
houses, and he gets all their money, and they invest in his business.
So do you, John. All of us do. People want to be around positive people and people who want to go places. People who are willing to take risks, like an Elon Musk, Dave. Like once you start becoming, people want to be part of that.
George, there's nobody more positive than you. Nobody.
And people want to be part of that. That's why anyone who's negative, who says negative reviews against us and stuff, guess what? You're going to be by yourself.
George is he should be a billionaire. I'm telling you. I watched this series on, I think it's on Netflix. It's called We Crash. Have you seen that, John?
No.
It's about WeWork.
You watch a lot of TV.
Yeah, at night I watch an hour at TV. WeWorks they went public. They're like it was about public workspace, sharing public workspace, but they would have kitchens with food and a bar, and so everyone would rent offices within this one big office, but they would have a common area where people could shoot pool, play ping pong, and go crazy and party. So it was like a social atmosphere, so people wanted to go to work. And this Israeli guy is the guy who started the whole thing, and Adam, what was his name? Adam, I forget the guy's last name, but he was operating at a loss of like millions of dollars a week, but he kept buying more and more locations, and he was the greatest salesman of all time. He was selling people on like this concept of like work should be fun. And it's a great. I don't want to ruin it if you watch the show, but that's George. George can sell you on a dream, and people will invest money in the enthusiasm of the dream, but you need a business model at the end of the day.
Right.
You should be making billions. I'm telling you,
Dave, it takes one idea, Dave.
I agree.
One idea, and you're going to fail a lot of times. The more you succeed, but that one success takes you to the moon.
Yeah. Oh, John. Yeah.
I'm telling you, shipping boxes right there.
There you go.
That's a great idea.
You got to come up with a slogan.
We've been doing that. My son started doing that. Right, my son was the one that started doing that, and then we started just increase, and then I started writing on top. Why don't I write a workout on top?
He did it to my box.
You can't open the box. You got to do 50 push-ups to open the box, right? No, a workout box, right?
I used to think my mailman was an angry prick until he came to the door, and now he's like my best friend.
See, so what's that worth? So what's that worth? That you get your packages with a smile, and maybe you get them sooner.
Yeah, there you
go.
go.
Yeah.
I think I'm telling you. I think you should have like maybe 20 designs and print up boxes with these slogans all over them, and then sell the boxes.
Fold them up, you fold them.
People will do it for especially for specialty items that you send out, like that are like little boutique items. People would love to have boxes that are
But I like to write. I like to write like.
How many different slogans can you write? You come up with 20 different boxes and you make them. You know what I mean? No one's gonna.
Dave, he's already complicating it.
Yeah, he's already making. He has to customize the box. How many ideas can you possibly have for write? You write the same shit on every box anyway.
That's the problem.
It's like energy. Ideas are coming out of me like this. I can't keep them in. It's like I got to keep the ideas in. No, we're all of us are like that. All of us guys.
I love the idea.
Have been idea people, willing to take risks, willing to not be cautious.
Right.
You could, no matter what you do, you're gonna die. So why not die going on a ride?
Yeah, I agree.
Come on.
All right, I John, you'll find this humorous. You know how I was giving you updates on Aaron Singerman because I was communicating with him via email. From prison, Pensacola he's in. Well, I hadn't heard from him in a couple of weeks. I thought maybe he was in the hole or something like that. I thought maybe he got in trouble. So I get an email from the whatever that service is that you have to belong to, and it says I've been taking off Aaron's email list. So he removed me from his email list.
Wait,
why?
No, he did? Are you sure?
He did. Yeah, I'm sure it was him.
Why doesn't like that you're talking about what's going on?
What?
Maybe he doesn't like what you're talking about. What's going
I'm
on.
sure what happened is probably his wife listened to the show, or someone told him that we were. I don't know. We said
or
something about it.
Are you allowed to have a certain amount of people? Maybe.
No, I don't know. We were having a good conversation.
It's because we said he's never going to make it through the drug program.
Maybe that's why. Yeah.
We were negging out.
First of all, he should be happy that we're talking about him anyway. I mean, what is he so serious that he can't take a joke? I mean, come on.
I mean, you did name him Chewbacca back in the day.
That's true.
Yeah, but he gave a platform. Listen, the guy. At the end of the day, Dave, and we came along with Dave. Dave started this whole thing, and all these young guys coming up had platforms, and we didn't judge or ask where they came from, if they got in trouble before. Like you had one guy that was in jail. I remember meeting him, and he became a pro bodybuilder. We didn't know what he was jailed for or ever. Right. I just found out recently, but it didn't matter. We just helped the guy. Yeah. But a lot of these guys turned around, and when it came time to maybe help us a little bit if they could,
well, you know what the truth is?
They wound up forgetting where they came from, and where are they all now?
Right.
All those guys that tried to shortcut are now either in jail
or gone.
Right.
Let's say you went to jail, John, for something stupid you did. Right? Again. Let's say again you make a mistake and you're in jail for 2 years. Okay, wouldn't you expect us to break your balls on this show a little bit over those 2 years?
Absolutely. Yeah. I would be devastated.
You'd be honored to have your balls broken, right? Especially
that means we like you, like Don Rickles. Right. Don Rickles, they used to go. They couldn't wait for them to make fun of him. Like remember when Sammy Davis Jr. It was his birthday, kissed him.
If I did something and ended up in jail again, if you guys didn't bust
remember Sammy Davis?
I would be like devastated. I mean, what? You guys don't love me? You're not breaking my balls?
But maybe it's not the ball breaking. Maybe because he's in Club Fed, you know what I mean? Where you get to fucking sit out on a grassy knoll. Yeah, make me some fucking spaghetti and meatballs and shit. Maybe it's because
wait a minute.
Maybe it's because we were saying he's doing this. He's got it easy. He's doing this and that.
We didn't say
maybe
that.
He's like, shut the fuck up with that. They're going to take it away. You know what I'm saying?
Or to Greg's point, wait, Georgie, or to Greg's point, we're saying that he's never going to pass the drug test. He's going to he's going to have a cell phone. He's going to do, and then they monitor all of that shit. So
he's taking testosterone while he's in there. They start hearing that shit and they think he's bragging about it to you. You understand what I'm saying? So then they say, hey, he's taking testosterone. His test levels are low.
Or they'll keep an eye on him.
So what happens is, then they start
getting
an attitude. And then he might be like, look, I can't be telling him shit. I got to shut it down.
Look, first of all, Greg, everyone knows what goes on in there. We don't need him to tell us what's going on in there. He hasn't told me anything anyway. we were just communicating.
There's a difference between club fed and then your fucking state or county.
Right, we're communicating on a friendship level, just talking about.
I
want to just let him know that I'm thinking about him and that I want to give him inspiration, because I know when you're in there, it's great to hear from people that you know, because it kind of grounds you a little bit and keeps you connected to the outside world. Someone must have said something to him. I don't know who sees him or talks to him. Maybe they said that, we were breaking his balls a little bit on the show, which if we didn't, we wouldn't be doing our job.
But it was
right?
the opposite, actually.
So
I don't think it's the breaking the balls thing. I really don't. John, do you? I mean, I think it's.
I think he's taking himself too seriously. Yeah.
No. I agree with Greg. I think it's more. No. I think it's more like it'll give him greater scrutiny. They'll cause them to give him greater scrutiny if we're talking to him about he's not going to have a cell phone, he's going to have drugs, he's never going to make the program, he's going to fall off. So, I mean, I think it's we weren't.
John, we can say the same thing without me having any email communication with him. He's not telling me he's got to.
No, I know, but that's why he took you off the list. I mean, that's,
I don't believe that.
I agree. John and I are understand. Listen, you got to understand something. A lot of COs work out, right, John? A lot of COs work. There's people who watch this show that are in. They might be going back and saying, "Hey, so you're working in the kitchen, huh? You get whatever you want to eat. Maybe taking a little testosterone. Wow, you got it good in here. Maybe we shouldn't make it so good." Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right. They're not changing the federal prison system for Aaron Singerman. Everyone has access to that.
No, it's not that, but you know what? He doesn't want the spotlight on him. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, the guy who drove his boat into a freaking marina at the middle of the night.
He didn't do that on purpose. He was fucked up when he did that. But now he's got to do his time, and he doesn't want a spotlight. John, am I right or wrong?
He wants to get out on the drug program. It's going to shorten his
There might be inmates
Maybe the drug program told him he can't have communication with people. That's a possibility.
What about inmates? Don't inmates watch the internet?
What we're saying is that we portray Aaron as someone who's going to flout the rules, get around it, find the loophole, cheat, steal, beg, borrow, whatever, to get what he wants, and that's going to bode negatively.
No, I think he was inside thinking he might have been insulted by that. That's what I'm saying.
John's right. I agree with John 100%. That's what it is. That's what I'm trying to say. I think we're making it look like. I wouldn't want the spotlight. I wouldn't be telling you, "Oh, yeah, I'm doing this, I'm doing that."
He's not telling me that. We're just talking about life.
We talked about it a couple weeks ago. We were saying stuff.
You guys just speculated. It wasn't because I said that Aaron said he was, had a cell phone in there. First of all, he never tell me that on an email. Obviously, it's monitored. Secondly, I'm sure he probably doesn't have a cell phone, because if he's going in the drug program, he's not going to risk doing anything wrong because he'll get kicked out.
Dude, just the fact that he's got emails where there's no emails.
Yeah, well, that's new, Greg. You have to be on an approved email list.
But
Morse code back then.
Yeah, right? SOS.
No, you had to use a pen, John. People don't know what a pen is anymore. You had to write, actually, a letter with a pen,
Did I tell you I used to fly the kite out of?
You told us that.
You know what's funny? Speaking of using a pen, I used to have good handwriting. I can't write no more because you never write. You do everything on a computer.
After 2 weeks in prison, your penmanship gets way better. Believe me.
I was in Nassau County for driving without a license. Can you believe it? And that's a maximum security. And they had me in one of those tiers where everyone's locked in.
That's where I was, like that, yeah.
They had two guys on the end that were locked up the whole time, and then they locked us up for an hour and let them out. One guy was in there for murder, and the other guy was right. So they let these guys out. This is jailhouse justice, and there was a guy who just molested all these young kids, right? I never been. I mean, and the guards leave, and all of a sudden this guy comes up that did that, and everyone knew. So these two guys, the two crazy guys are out, and there's no there's no guards around anywhere.
Right.
And we're all so they go, "Hey, yeah, you're that guy. Aren't you the guy that just with the kids?" No, not me. Yeah, you're that fucking guy.
They wanted to let him beat him up.
Oh, they took
Beat him up.
One guy climbed on the fucking bars and stood on his hands, and right in front of me, the other guy's beating him up. Boom, boom, boom. Then they dragged the guy down.
That's because the guards wanted him to beat the guy up. Yeah.
Then they dragged him down, and each guy, you want a piece of him? So one guy spits at him. Yo,
No, that's not the funny story. The funniest story is when you went to jail that overnight that one time, and your brother had to come bail you out.
oh,
And
my
Mr. G-
ex-wife made up something.
He
He
was
goes,
a
my
wife
brother goes,
beater.
please, Lord. My brother's like, please don't have. My brother's not wearing a tank top. Please, God Almighty, I pray the Lord, he's not wearing a tank top. Right?
He was wearing a wife beater.
I got a wife beater on. I got a wife beater.
They bring him out. Bobby says they bring him out. He's chained to the guy next to him like this. He's walking out. He's got the tank top wife beater on. Like he looks like a domestic abuser.
My brother's shaking his head.
And Bobby's in the audience trying to bail him out. You right?
Oh my God.
Bobby's funny.
My
though.
ex-wife
Bobby's
was
a
so
funny guy.
crazy, little Italian. She'd make, just make stuff up, and because the cops are crazy, I didn't do anything.
Right, but you were big at the time, so they probably came and they probably thought, well, maybe she's in danger or something like that.
No,
Your
just
brother's
cra-
a pisser. I love Bobby. He's crazy.
What?
We should have
He's
him on the
crazy.
show.
Bobby's funny. He's
Yeah, my
a funny
brother,
guy.
we had
What
fights,
is-
but at the end of the day,
I
we're
love
still
your
brothers.
brother.
If anything happens, we're always just like any one of us guys. If anything
Has he
happens,
lost any weight?
Yeah, he's losing some weight.
Really?
Yeah,
Let's get him on, Dave.
yeah.
Yeah, we got to
Yeah,
get
you
him on
gotta
maybe
get him
next
on.
week or
Holy
something.
shit, forget it.
Yeah.
Get it. This will be a madhouse.
Hey,
He's
John,
like
you know what
Mr.
I
Krabs.
hate?
He's like Mr. Krabs on SpongeBob, right? If it's getting money, are you making money? Are you making money? Are you making money? Money, 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 making money, making money, making money, right? Making money, making money. I mean,
Oh, he's a pisser.
Oh,
bro.
that-
He's fucking funny.
right?
He loves
brother's
his
right.
brother Bobby loves taking
He
people
one
out
time
to dinner,
texted
right?
me
Yeah.
literally
That's what
25
he
times
lives
in
for.
2 minutes.
Bobby lives for taking people out to dinner, to fancy dinners. The
He
fanciest
takes care of his
dinners. Oh yeah.
He takes care of his,
He likes to make dinner like meetings. Like, I'm going to take you out to dinner. He'll just call you up. I'm going to take you out to dinner. I want to take you to this fancy restaurant.
His daughter and my son used to date. He paid the bill.
Really? What was that?
Well, back when I was living by you, we
I didn't even know that.
We would go to this Italian place with the horse out in the front.
Oh, yeah. What was it called? La Piazza.
Dude.
La Piazza.
La Piazza.
Yeah, my
Yeah, and he'd
favorite
take
place.
his daughter and Max were the same age.
Oh, I
you
didn't
know,
even know that.
He wanted to make.
Yeah, he
them
goes
match.
to Houston's steakhouse and he just orders everything.
Yeah.
Like $3,000, $4,000 worth of food, But in the meanwhile, that will get him like a $500,000 contract.
Right.
Yo,
Well,
no, seriously,
Yeah,
You know where he learned that from?
Dude, that's one crazy
He learned
man.
that
I
from
love-
our good friend who used to own the Gold's Gym in Belmore. Remember they used to go to Scores all the time?
Oh,
not Jerry
yeah.
Scalisi.
Remember Scores in Manhattan, John?
Yeah,
That was like the
Legendary.
number one strip club, but they had a 5-star
Dude,
Glenn,
steakhouse in there.
Glenn used to wear the V-neck sweaters like this. With
And
the
they'd
yo,
rent
the
limos.
hair slicked back like the
Yeah.
like
They'd rent limos,
Yeah.
right? They'd go there, they eat there, and then they hang out, and Glenn would try to hook up with all the girls there.
And before my brother had money, his famous thing was when you go to these clubs in Manhattan where you can't get in, it's a big line. So my brother used to go up and says, "Listen, would you like a bottle of Dom Perignon or whatever? I'll send one to you." And he knew the guy would say no.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
But because he did that, they just let him in.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Hey, dude, your brother texted me 25 times in 2 minutes once.
Where's the
You
pictures?
know, I was like, holy
yeah, but
shit.
you haven't heard from him in 5 years, and then all of a sudden you get 20 texts in 4 minutes.
In
and then he's
fucking,
posting
yeah,
it.
2 minutes, I had 25 texts. I was like, holy shit. Fucking Bobby.
Yeah, he called me
He's
the other
funny,
day. He
though.
had me on the phone for like a
Yeah,
45
because
minutes.
we're not fair weather friends. We're friends
No.
for life.
No, you guys are good guys.
We're
You
friend-
good
we're
men.
all-
No, but your brother's the kind. If I called him up out of nowhere and said, "Can you do me this favor?" He would do it in 2 seconds. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I
that's what
love
I'm
Bobby.
saying.
He's a good guy.
The friendship is that's it. You know, where you have
He's a
friends
good-
that
he's a
you'll
good
never
man.
see again and never do it. But that's the way it's supposed. That's the way it is.
Right.
That's the kind of guy. Your brother's the kind of guy I would want to be in a fucking foxhole with. You know what I mean? Like if you were in trouble or a trench or something like that,
He'd make a
Bobby's
deal with the
kind
enemy.
of guy. Huh?
He'd make a deal with the enemy.
Yeah, what he does now with a lot of his clients, he'll buy them he'll buy clients like $1,200
He'll be
shoes.
in Korea. He'll be like, "You want to
Right,
go for
you
some,
get the enemy to
Thai
come over and
food?
hang out with you.
You like Thai food? You like bagels?"
Bagels.
All right, let me give Mr. G a little plug for his stuff. Now what's this? I haven't seen it. This
Dave
is
ate all the cookies.
I ate all the keto cookies.
He ate 2 already.
All right, I don't want another one because I'm going to get.
John and I enjoyed him.
Yeah, we
enjoyed
loved
watching
it.
And
him.
this is what is this?
John and I enjoyed
This is a
watching
pretzel, an everything pretzel. I haven't
Oh,
tried this
shit.
yet. This is actually pretty. Did you just make these?
Yeah, I made those. John made them with bread flour.
Ooh.
Very good. Tastes just like a pretzel.
Yeah, bread.
All right. Are these available at the site?
No, they're just.
I'm just teasing you. Sorry, guys.
No, yes, I'll put them on when I get back.
MrG'sProteinSnacks.com. Make sure you like him on Instagram. Pull up his Instagram. And, you do some pretty insane videos on there. Is that your brother?
My
your
son.
son doing that? Oh.
Yeah, my son does all the.
People have no idea what they're watching when they watch this video. But they watch them.
No, but he's doing.
All they know is there's a cookie in the deal.
No, what he's doing.
A little pretzel. Yeah, literally.
I've never seen Mr. G laugh that loud.
Wouldn't it
the
be? Wouldn't
Hulk
it be?
Hogan.
They should make a cartoon with us like SpongeBob.
You should have a cartoon.
with all of us like in there, man.
That was what I was asking people if they can animate.
Hey, look at Dave. See Dave?
Your son did all that? That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh my God.
Funny.
Anyway, MrG'sProteinSnacks.com. Do we have a coupon code for people who watch the show? Or no?
Oh, you charge money for this?
No, I'm talking about for the if people want to buy cookies.
Species.
Species is the code?
USA 1.
USA 1 for how much? 10% off?
20.
20%. Ooh, 20% off today at MrG'sProteinSnacks.com. USA 1. That is the code. Make sure you use it. Actually, Mother's Day is coming up, so you might want to buy your mother a nice gift pack. Will the cookies get there by Sunday?
This Sunday?
Yeah.
My mother's dead, so.
I mean,
It'd be very
Now,
close.
George, here's what you
Even
do.
if they get it Monday, that's still fine.
yeah,
All right, George, I'm going to give you another $1 million idea you're not going to use.
Right.
Here, what you do for Mother's Day is you make the special Mother's Day cookie, and then you get a long skewer, wooden skewer, like a dowel, and you stick it in the end of the cookie, and you make like a flour out of it. So you're making like and you make a dozen, and you put it in a box, and so you're sending your mom a dozen, instead of a dozen roses, a dozen cookies.
It's like an edible arrangement.
I like
You're right.
that idea.
That's a great idea.
I like that idea.
You know why? Because I can never think of what to buy for like Amanda for Mother's Day or anything like that. It's very hard to come up with an original gift. That's a good idea.
That's a great idea.
Edible arrangements, they sell so many of those on Father's Day and Mother's Day. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, they got
Yeah,
mass,
but
they
you
got
put that cookie on a stick and make it look like a flower, you'll make.
I like that idea, John. That's
John,
a good
as soon as we
idea.
get the place up, John, as soon as we're in that facility, then we're going to start pumping. I'll be able to pump out 1,000 times more than what we're doing now.
All right.
Easily.
Where's your facility now, George? Where are
It's
you?
going to be.
Where are you moving to?
It's right
You're
here
in
on this
Boca,
table.
right?
That's his facility right now.
It's parked out front.
No, it's in Boca, but we have a place in Delray we're moving into, which you were talking about is like 5 storefronts, and we're going to share it with 4 other different types of people who make stuff.
Oh, that's
Now
cool.
we bake at night, so there's a guy who does empanadas, there's a person who does barbecue, and someone who does breakfast, and so we're the only we have a small storefront in the front that we're going to be able to set up as a bakery, and we make all our stuff.
They
at
told
night.
Mr. G we don't have any space here. He's like, listen, when do you guys not cook? Well, no one in their right mind comes in at 3 in the morning, you know.
Well, yes, they do. Ask John. Bakers bake it.
So when are you going in to cook?
We'll start probably at midnight.
Oh, okay. So what do you have, like 5 or 6 hours to cook?
No, we have till 8 in the morning.
Oh, well, that's a lot of
No,
time.
even more than that. What we're going to do is we're also going to set up for deliveries on Uber's going to deliver because the whole area is resort.
Right.
So we're going to deliver our we're also going to make sandwiches, pastrami, and stuff like that.
Don't get too distracted.
Now
Look, now he's making pastrami sandwiches.
Already
John.
fucking it up.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Now he's gonna bring
Pastrami sandwiches.
and he's saying pastrami is not
we're going to have a
120.
Jewish guy in a scooter.
Maybe,
John and
hold
I
on,
were
maybe
just
you should
talking
have.
about
Yeah,
antipasto
maybe it should be
before,
all
right,
like
John?
kosher food. You have there.
We have to get your kosher.
Before the show.
John, you want to know what they charge for kosher?
You're part of there. Mike has the ins with all the rabbis.
He's the authentic Jew.
Yeah, he can get you the
We need
rabbi.
a little spot for him, like a 1 minute spot. We need to let's ask the authentic Jew if we have some type of question about law, or if this food kosher.
Maybe he can get someone to make
the
your food
authentic
kosher.
Jew because you put that little sticker on the cookie and it's worth 25 cents.
I'm with the rabbi every week. I'm with the rabbi. Listen, they drink vodka. They're all mad because they can't get the Russian vodka now.
Georgie, they drink coffee and they like to dunk something in it like a cookie. All right.
Yeah, man, that's Italian too.
They were charging. Because I made food for my client. It's got to be kosher. So I went in to get chicken tenders. White meat chicken tenders, right, to cook. $22 a pound because it's kosher.
I'm sure.
22.
I was gonna get.
You put that little sticker on the cookie and you're gonna charge more for it.
Yeah, we had that on the chips.
You know how much it is to get my whey protein, my isolized kosher certified? It's not worth it.
$5K.
It's way more than that. And they got to do it every year.
Yeah, that's what they charge.
And then you got to bribe the rabbi too.
It was $5. Yeah, the rabbi.
Hey,
The rabbis come down to the plants.
What a gimmick, a racket they got going. It's better than the mafia.
Oh, yeah.
Dave, here's what
that.
happens. The rabbi comes like in the middle of the night, tries to trick him.
Oh, really?
Because I'll give you an example. Like at Coca-Cola, the rabbi goes there and they're supposed to use a certain dye for the cherry Coke.
Right.
All right, and they can't use a dye from a beetle. So the rabbi will go like 2 a.m, right? Because he knows he'll trick him.
Oh,
Because he comes during the day.
Yeah.
So that when they know the rabbi's coming, they all fucking hide.
Hey, Dave.
Right.
I got to ask you a question. Dave, speaking of Del Rey, how's Big Lenny doing? Do you know? Is he all right or what?
I don't. He did a
I
live
just
stream.
met. It's funny you say that. Today, I had to go pay the water bill, and I was paying the water bill. Behind me was one of Lenny's friends.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Did you ask him how Lenny was doing?
Yeah, he said Lenny's got all sorts of complications. I
think he's still in the
Is
hospital.
he still
right?
in the hospital, George?
I don't think he's in the hospital.
Oh,
This
right.
guy's name is Larry Diodato. He owns a company called Apollo Health Corp. He says they inject stuff.
I know that name.
What? You know that name?
Isn't that like a rejuvenation clinic? One of those?
But he said they don't do they do this other stuff into your joints. What is that?
Oh, it's for like joint regeneration type thing?
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know what they're doing. Probably
Stem cells.
prolotherapy or something like that.
Stem
Cells, right.
Oh, is that what that is?
Or they do
Yeah.
prolotherapy too, they'll do that.
So what do you think about stem cells?
This is pretty good, George. I got to tell you, this pretzel.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, we taste
in
that
there?
over
My
here.
son, so I'm teaching my son to bake, all this stuff. And
What's inside this pretzel?
Teach
that's
him how to
bread
go to
flour.
Teach
Is
him
there
to send
protein
it
in
to
there?
us.
Teach him how to go to the fucking post office.
What?
And send it
Teach
to
him how
us.
to go to the post office.
Oh, the post office guy loves us in Boca. He loves us.
Teach your son how to go to the post office.
He's saying so we could all get some, and we could sit here like this. Yeah, that fucking tastes really good.
Yeah.
He
so
watches.
we could say,
I'm going to tell you, all his friends watch the show. So and they're not into bodybuilding. They work out, but But what I'm saying is that if we get our stuff, Johnny Bravo should make a documentary on the show like he did with Lenny on how RX was one of the first podcasts on YouTube. Forget about bodybuilding fitness. We were the first guys doing all this stuff.
Right.
Yeah, but wait, you're forgetting that we also did this shit when we were on MD. We were the muscle mob. Remember, Dave? Remember, John? The three of us would do shit.
Yeah. Remember, I tried assassinating you.
You and Rocco Labracha. Remember?
Yeah, now Steven Crowder does all the stuff that we were doing.
Yeah, but we were doing this shit fucking.
Yes.
We would do, us three were together, and you and Bobby would do the shows and stuff. But I'm saying, we did this shit fucking, early 2000s,
Yeah, 2004 or 5. Dave was the first one to have a website. He had a website.
People don't understand that.
Yeah.
Before, when we were all together in MD, we were all together.
Right.
That's what people don't understand. Us three, we did the Muscle Mob. Remember?
This is like 2006, 2000.
Yeah,
2006 is when we started.
When the website first started.
Yeah, we did 3 years there, and then
That's when I met Dave in 05. Dave heard stories about me. You know, from our friend Big Vinny. Yeah. You know, about me.
I knew who you were. Yeah, was that when I was on house arrest and I could go to work and back, and you came to Titan Gym.
Yeah, I wanted to come back and compete.
I had an ankle bracelet on, John.
So I had my personal training studio in Massapequa Park.
Yeah.
And I came and I talked to Dave. I want to come back, and then we started. You know, we started training and then we became
collaborating. Yeah,
we became friends. We just became it because we grew up in the same neighborhood. We became friends. You know, and then
our creative energy meshed with each other well.
Yeah, and then and not only that, I want to be around successful. Another thing for everyone listening out there, you want to put yourself around people who are successful and going places. You know, and that's where I always put myself in that situation, you know, around people like that.
That means you should stay away from me. I'm going nowhere.
You're your own worst enemy, though. Fast. You're your own worst enemy.
Stay away from me because I already went.
Look, John went came back already.
Greg, you've done very well for yourself. You've been an entrepreneur your whole life. You know, Greg. I mean, aren't you living in a nice house?
Yeah, but I'm
you have food in your refrigerator.
I'm an entrepreneur.
He's got a table that's got everything under it.
Yeah, like everything seasoning, he's got everything under it.
You want an axle to an 87 Acura? He's got it.
I got it.
Under the table.
You have no idea.
That's a magical house.
Around, you guys would freak out. It's bad.
Listen, when I start making tons of money, you guys are all getting. I make it. We all make it.
Good.
Here we go.
That's.
There we go. Right now, John and I have just settled for some.
I know.
All you guys fucking want is a fucking box of cookies, and he's talking about making millions.
Wait a minute, you get him every fucking week. You're eating all that.
What the fuck is making
move to Florida?
That's why I moved here.
Move to Florida.
Listen,
John and I. You know what? John and I feel like Oliver Twist when we're sitting there.
Greg, I've been telling you for 2 years to move down here. Sell that freaking house and move down here.
Watching you licking
I live in paradise.
Sell that house and move down here, Greg. You have no reason to stay up there. Zero.
That's true.
Your kids would move down too.
I have so many people living here with me. My niece.
Your daughter would come down in 2 seconds to Florida. Are you kidding me? She'd love it down here.
They'll follow the meal ticket wherever it goes.
You're the patriarch.
You know the house you can buy down here for what your house is probably worth up there? Forget about it.
You're right. I mean, one day I'm going to wind up down there because I can't think. New York is horrendous, man. It is bad here. The fucking so liberal and so fucking psycho here.
You would love it down
Greg,
here.
I'm around patriotic people all day long. It's unbelievable. Boca, it's bustling. Delray Beach is like, I can't believe that's where Lenny's from. It's like Waikiki Beach.
Yeah.
It's insane. Yeah. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable, Greg. Come on. You only got one life, Greg.
But if I do ever go down there, I'd be near Dave. Only because I like the peaceful.
He liked the West Coast better.
Yeah, that's fine. So you
know
how many homes they're building? I see a home for $120,000 with like an acre of property. Crazy.
Oh shit! I could afford that in my.
Yeah, not anymore. Anymore.
I came the other way this time. I came through.
New York is bad right now. It is.
I came through the
psycho savage down here. It's bad. It's savagery. It's bad over here. Bad. The laws a criminal. I shouldn't pay for anything. I should just run in with a fucking black bag and pull everything off the shelf.
Greg, what do you pay? What are you paying in property taxes a year for that house that you own?
I pay almost $16,000 a year.
You know what you'd be doing with that 16 grand? 14 of it, or 14.5 would be in your pocket every year.
No state tax.
You got like 3 acres over there, right? And you pay, and you're near the water, and you pay.
Greg, if you got a normal house,
fraction of what
my house is big, all right. But if you had a normal house, you'd pay probably $1,000 a year in taxes. A year, you're paying that more per month.
All right, I'm fucking moving right now.
Besides, it's 85.
That's half your salary right there. You're paying to the freaking state.
It's 85.
Plus, there's no state sales tax. So if you make money, you don't have to pay the state any tax on it.
I know it's fucking. I know
you're crazy.
There's no alligators. There's no fucking bugs. My girlfriend was telling me, there's alligators. There's bugs. I haven't seen one yet.
There's bug.
There's savages here. Forget the dude. They'd eat the alligators here.
Not to mention. the fun that we'd have Sunday dinners at Greg's house every fucking Sunday. It would be awesome.
We eat Italian all the time here.
I'd be like my father. You know what my father used to do, John? He used to he'd buy all the food and he'd bring it to his mother's house the day before and drop it off. And then Sunday we'd go there and we'd eat dinner and she'd cook all the food that he bought. That'd be me. Saturday afternoon I'd be dropping all the food off at Greg's house and then we'd see him Sunday at 2 o'clock for
We
dinner.
make it here. Oh, man, we eat a lot. I make a lot of Italian.
American Top Team is
Every
down
Sunday.
here for your daughter to train at.
There's tons of MMA places. There's tons of MMA.
I mean, the industry, there's so many businesses coming down here, and
Greg,
your kids are
don't
young.
wait too long until the prices are through the roof. I'm telling you.
I mean, your house is probably worth over.
Plus, you know what? If you wait too
right?
long, you're going to be too old. You're not going to want to move. Now you still have energy. You can do it.
What's that?
If you wait too long, you're going to be too old, and you're not going to want to do it because you're going to be.
I'm already kind of old now.
You're not old yet. You're still willing to do stuff. If you're,
Yeah,
you got to do it now though. If you don't make the move, you're going to be trapped there. I'm telling you. The weather, you're not going to deal with the cold and the snow anymore.
I can't deal with it.
You're going to save a fortune in money.
And your girlfriend's Mexican, right?
You're not going to have a mortgage.
On the other side of the
Your
house,
monthly
she's here.
expenses
she'll
will
do
be
whatever I
nothing.
want.
Yeah, she likes warm weather.
She'll love it.
Well,
down here.
actually,
Everyone speaks Spanish down here.
she's a Mexican.
But no,
She's Mexican, but she don't want.
She'll probably leave him, John, if she comes down here.
She's a Mexican.
I
and
like
actually
rice
snow.
and beans too, Georgie.
all the people, the Spanish I speak to, they hate the cold.
No, but wait. First of all, she's young. She's only 35. I've been with her, since she's 18, 17? I've been with her a long time. You know what I mean? She's
Everyone's
only
Spanish
35.
down here, Greg. Everyone speaks Spanish down here. There's no English.
No, I know, but she likes cold weather. But she'd go down there. Fuck that.
Yeah,
If I go, she'd go.
She's a go-getter. She's just like she's a.
And the
not
stuff
someone-
on the streets in Florida is way better than the stuff in New York
Oh my God, yeah.
for collection business.
Yeah, it's bad. It's very bad here. It's savagery here, though, bro. The laws, cops the hands are tied. It's fucking sick.
Greg, it's $10 a month in Crunch Fitness for a gym membership. You'd be. How could you not do that? I mean, it's crazy.
Dude, if I got a house down there, I'd go and I'd work out my own. I got enough equipment. You know what I mean? I'd get equipment and shit here.
You don't need equipment. You can sell your equipment up there and move down here and go to a real gym. It's not like you have anything to do all day anyway. So
but it's not that. It's just that I can't take these kids on cell phones in the gym and shit like that. Videotaping and stuff.
They would love you. That you would be like the mayor at that gym there.
That's the problem. Every time I go to gym, I'm there for hours because I don't shut the fuck up. But the thing is that you got these kids. I got this girl that fucking does like sit-ups and she talks to the phone, and I'm in the background, and I'm like, fuck, man, I don't want to be in the background of your little Facebook video and shit. You know what I mean? Girls doing abs. She's just sitting there on a thing like this, and she's talking to the phone and shit, and you're in the background, maybe on the arm machine or whatever the fuck, and I'm like, oh my God, what you fucking kids with,
Greg, you know how I know you haven't been to the gym in a while? Because people don't talk at the phones anymore. They have iPod Pros.
No, she does like videos.
Yeah.
No, but they do videos. What do you mean? I'm at the gym all the time over here. I'm at an Anytime Fitness. But the thing is that the kids, they're on the fucking dude. If I own the gym right now, no cell phones on the gym floor. That's horrible.
You'd have two members. You'd have two members of the gym. You and your wife and your girlfriend. Those would be the two members.
Yeah,
you'd have.
that's it.
I know. But it's just that
move. Make the move. You got to do something.
Jimmy,
Change is good, Greg. Change is good.
I know. I need change. Trust me. That's fucking bad.
It'll be the best decision you ever made. You'll save a fortune. You won't have any financial stress.
And you'll be rid of those fucking liberals.
You could even, you could even buy like a duplex down here where you live in one side, you rent the other side out, you'll live for free.
Yep.
That's what that's what you should do. Seriously.
Now you're talking.
And it'll be it'll be a brand new house with everything new. As opposed to your house probably, which needs stuff being repaired all the time. I'm sure.
No air conditioner sticking in the window.
No. No.
I just passed like 25 porta potties in the last mile and a half from Dave's house.
His house is
a
everywhere.
lot of times I because I gotta go to the bathroom as I get here.
He can live around the corner from me.
I stop at one of the porta. I've stopped at a couple of your neighbors' houses and went in their porta potty.
Dude, I do that. Dude, I carry a soap fucking thing. Like an empty. What do you call it? The soap, but it's the laundry detergent thing. And I just stick my dick in there while I'm
all right. Too much information. John's falling asleep, too. Let me wrap this up. Remember, MrG'sProteinSnacks.com. USA one?
Yeah, USA.
USA one for 20% off the site. I don't know how long that sale's going to last. So you better act right now.
Long as
I'm
he
Dave
remembers the
Palumbo
code.
with another edition of After Hours. Mr. G?
As long as he remembers our address, right, John?
Yep. All right. as
And
long
to
as
all
he-
you out there, take risks. And remember to never give up because God loves you and God bless America.
and move to
There
Florida.
you go.
By the way, your camera's over
Move
there.
to Florida.
Later, guys. I'm starving.